Hello, welcome to today's episode on Saxophone University channel. Yeah, today we won't be playing sax. We'll be talking sax, or we'll be talking music. Okay, I have, as you can see today, I have a book in front of me. Yeah, I just want to share with you some basic informations or some good informations I got way back so many years ago that's really helped me. Yeah, I just want to share some of these informations with you. Okay, cool. So back to it. I'm just talking about the basics of jazz improvisation. Okay, so you can ignore the word jazz and just leave it as improvisation or music um, um, playing. Okay, just say playing music. So the basics of playing music. Okay, that one will be a bit narrow and then lay to everybody. If we talk about jazz improvisation right now and everybody starts thinking of playing jazz, we are not actually learning music to play jazz. We are learning music to play music. So you can learn jazz and still play music, not necessarily playing jazz music. Okay, so let's get it straight from there. All right, so the first I have on my list is sound. Okay, the basics of jazz improvisation is sound. Okay, sound. When you understand what sound is, or you understand how you want to sound, then you know how to start your playing process or how to go about this whole music thing. If you don't know how the sound sounds like, okay, how you want to sound, it's difficult for you to actually know where to start from. Okay, and secondly, we talk about time and articulation. Okay, time and articulation. So as you all know, on this channel, we don't joke with metronome. Okay, we don't joke with metronome. So the metronome helps us to discover the time frame of the kind of music we are playing. Okay, it helps us to be in shape and then in time to the music. Okay, so time and articulation. Articulation basically is how you are playing the music, how you are emphasizing on your phrases, your melodies, your chords. That is what we term as articulation. So basics for jazz or music playing. You should know that first you need to understand the sound. What kind of music are we playing? Are we going to play? And then you identify the time and then what kind of articulation you want to use. Okay, this is personal. So what kind of articulation do you want to use? And then thirdly, we have ear training. Okay, ear training simply means being able to identify what the music is calling for or how the music is going with your ear. Okay, with your ear. So ear training, you have to develop your ears on how to hear. Okay, how to hear. Most of us, we listen to music, all right, but we are actually not hearing anything. Yes, we are just listening to the music. We are not hearing anything. So in order to be able to express yourself, to improvise in music, you need to actually have a very good listening or hearing skills. You need to develop your ear, okay? When you have a very good hearing skill, you can be able to do exactly what you want to do with the music you are doing. And then fourthly, we have what? Techniques. So with the techniques, when it comes to playing music, since we are a saxophone channel, I think we haven't started any series on techniques yet. We will start some very soon, okay? But there are a few I can mention, or maybe we have the slurs, we have the scooping, we have the bendings, we have the trills, okay? These are all, we have the growling, okay? These are all techniques for jazz improvisation or playing music. So far as our instrument is concerned, we might be doing one or two or more of these things, okay, just to spice up the kind of music we are playing. We haven't started anything on playing melodies as well. So when we get to those phases, you actually know and appreciate how some of these concepts work. But these are some of the basic things you need to know as a beginner trying to venture into playing music. Not necessarily just on saxophone, but any other instrument. But since it's a saxophone page, we will still narrow everything on saxophone. But these ideas can be used on any other instruments, whether a bass, a piano, a drum, or whatever it is. This basic idea can still work in those various areas. Okay, so your sound one, your time and articulation two, ear training, and then four, your techniques. Okay, very important. Basic informations to playing music or jazz improvisation. Thank you very much for watching.